Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Today in this video we are going to see how to create Brevo contact for Swipe Pages form submission. So here my objective is that whenever a new form will be submitted in Swipe Pages, then automatically a contact should be created in Brevo. For that, I'm simply going to create a connection between Swipe Pages and Brevo with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect works on two principles. First is trigger and second is action. Here my trigger application is Swipe Pages and my action application is Brevo. To learn how to do this, let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create a contact in Brevo for Swipe Pages form submission. So I've created a form in Swipe Pages, and here my objective is that whenever a new lead is generated by submitting the form, then automatically a contact should be created here in Brevo. And for that, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which will help us to automate this entire process. And now to begin with the process, we are first going to search for pabbly.com/connect. And as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On my right hand side, you can see two options over here, sign in and sign up free. If you are an existing user, then simply click on sign in. But if you are a new user, then please click on this tab sign up free. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And yes, you will also get 100 free tasks every month. So I'm simply going to click on sign in as I am an existing user. And here we have reached all Pabbly application page. Now let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application, and if you want to create a new folder, then simply click on this plus icon over here and create a new folder. As I want to create a new folder for my new workflow, so I'm simply going to click on this, and here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name the folder. So I'm going to name my folder as Swipe Pages to Brevo. Now let's click on create folder. And as you can see over here that we have successfully created a folder named as Swipe Pages to Brevo. Now again on my right hand side you can see a tab named as Create Workflow. Let's click on this. And here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name the workflow. So I'm going to name my workflow as Create Brevo Contact for Swipe Pages form submission. And as you can see over here that I have selected a folder named as Swipe Pages to Brevo which I have created just now. By clicking on this drop down over here, you will find all the folders which you have created earlier. Now let's click on create. So as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got us to extremely important events. First is trigger and second is action. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of a trigger application. Now my trigger application is going to be Swipe Pages. Let's click on this. And now we have to select a trigger event. This is the event which will make your workflow start. Let's click on this. And here you will find two options, new form submission and new order. So I'm simply going to select new form submission, and it says triggers when a new form submission occurs. Let's select this. And now as you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us the webhook URL which will act as a bridge between Swipe Pages and our Pabbly Connect account. And given below here are the steps to set up this webhook URL. And the first step says login into your Swipe Pages accounts and then navigate to the left sidebar landing page. Create a new page or use the existing landing page and edit the variant from the page. So let me take you to my Swipe Pages as I have already logged into that. And here according to the instructions we have to go to the top left corner, and here in top left corner we have to go to landing pages, and here in landing pages we have to click on integrations, and here in integrations click on get started. And after that, I'm going to create a new workflow, and for that, I'm simply going to click on this create new workflow. And here we have to give a name for a workflow, and I'm going to name my workflow as demo. After that, let's click on next. So to start a workflow, we have to set up our triggers and actions. And for triggers, I'm going to drag and drop form submission over here. And now to set up this trigger, we have to click on this. After that, we have to select a page, click on this. And after that, I'm going to select selected pages. And here in selected pages, I'm going to select integration. After that, we have to select a funnel. Let's click on this. And after that, I'm going to select any funnel. And now let's click on next. So we have successfully set up our trigger. And after that, we have to drag and drop our action. And for action, I'm going to select send webhook. After that, I'm going to connect my triggers and actions together. And now to set up my action, I'm going to click on this. And here we have to paste the webhook URL which was provided us by the Pabbly Connect account. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL from here. And after that, I'm going to paste it over here. Now I'm going to select my method as post only. And I have selected my webhook body as first name, last name, email and the phone number, and I have also entered the value for the same. And if you want to add more webhook headers, so you can do that by simply clicking on this add property. After that, you just need to enter the key and its value. And after that, let's click on run a test. And after that, click on save changes. So as we have successfully set up our triggers in action, so I'm simply going to activate this workflow by clicking on this. And we have successfully activated our workflow. Let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account and check. So as you can see over here that we have received a dummy response over here. And now I'm going to recapture my response. And for that, I'm going to click on recapture webhook response and then click on yes. Now there is a note which says now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. And for that, let's go back to our swipe pages. And in landing pages, I've created this form which is named as integration. And after that, I'm going to click on these three dots over here and then click on view. So this is the form which I've created. Now I'm simply going to enter all the dummy details over here. So as I have successfully entered the dummy details, I'm going to click on submit. And we have successfully submitted our form. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account and check whether we have received a response or not. So as you can see over here that we have successfully received a response. The email address is smartuser@pabblytutor.com. The first name is smart, the last name is user and the phone number is this. Which means we have successfully set up our trigger application. Now my action application is going to be Brevo. Let's click on this. And after that, we have to select an action event. Let's click on this. And here you will find various action events, but I'm simply going to select create or update contact. Let's click on this. And after that, click on connect. So now to connect our Brevo account with our Pabbly Connect account, we need to set up a connection. For that, I'm simply going to select add new connection. But if you have an existing connection, please select existing connection. Now to add a new connection, we have to enter both these details over here, which is asking us for the domain and the API key. And now to enter the domain, let's go to our Brevo account. And this is the domain. So let's copy this domain from here. And after that, I'm going to paste it over here in my Pabbly Connect account. Make sure you do not mention the slash at the end. After that, we have to enter the API key over here. And for the API key, let's go to our Brevo account again. And after that, I'm going to click on the profile icon. And here in profile, you will find SMTP and API. Now here in SMTP and API, go to API keys. And after that, I'm going to generate a new API key. Let's click on this. Now I'm going to name my API key as smart key. Now let's click on generate. So we have successfully generated our API key. So I'm simply going to copy this API key from here. And after that, I'm going to paste it over here. So as I have entered all the required details to add a new connection, now I'm simply going to click on save. And we have successfully connected our Brevo account with our Pabbly Connect account. Now let's move ahead. Here we have to enter the email address which is required. And for that, I'm going to use a method called as mapping. Basically, mapping means to insert the data from the previous step. And I'm going to enter the email address from the previous response which I have received through Swipe Pages. And the email address is smartuser@pabblytutor.com. Now let's move ahead. And now it says, do you want to use email blacklisted? So I've selected it as true. And after that, it says, do you want to use SMS blacklisted? So I have also selected it as true. After that, we have to select list. So I have selected my lists as Facebook leads contacts, as I want that whenever a new contact is created in Brevo, so I want to add that contact into this list. Now let's move ahead. Here we have to enter the last name and the first name. And now to enter the first name and the last name, I'm going to map these details over here. So the last name is user and the first name is smart. After that, SMS, amount, notes, title are not required, so I'm leaving it empty over here. But if you want to enter all these details, so you can do that. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here that we have received a response and we have received ID as 346. So now let's go back to our Brevo account and check whether we have created a contact or not. So as you can see over here that we have successfully created a contact named as Smart User, which means we have successfully connected Swipe Pages with Brevo. So now let's do another form submission and check this automation in real time. So I'm going to enter all the details again. Now click on submit. So as we have submitted our form, let's go to our Brevo account and check whether we have created another new contact or not. Let's refresh this page once. And as you can see over here that we have generated another new contact, which means it was a successful workflow. So let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account. So as we have successfully set up our trigger and action applications and it was a successful workflow, so let's summarize this quickly. Here my trigger application is Swipe Pages and my trigger event is New Form Submission. And here my action application is Brevo and my action event is Create or Update Contact. And if you also want to create a contact in your Brevo for Swipe Pages form submission, then simply follow this workflow step by step. Hope this video was a helpful one. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. If you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to us at this website. And if you find this video helpful in any way, then do not forget to share it with your friends and please subscribe to our channel to learn more such automations.